I hope this is okay. I want to share a couple of thoughts that I have about Sunday. I'm going to do this thought on this video, and then I might make a second video. But the song Praise has been just sitting with me ever since I looked at the lyrics. And I want us to consider the difference between literalness and metaphor and symbolism and all this good sort of thing, because there are a couple lines in that song that it just didn't sit well with me. And I think it didn't sit well with me because we live in a gun culture, and we live in a culture where obviously people are not getting metaphor and they're not getting figurative language. And there's just a couple lines that I think we have to consider our take on. One of them was drowning our enemies. And I thought to myself, there's really no way to even look at that figurative or metaphorically. It seems like that's just kind of a gross line, if I can be like really blunt. And I think to myself, if you go up to 100 individuals and you say, who are your enemies? It's going to be, I don't know, some people are going to say the ICE agents, and some people are going to say, the immigrants that are bringing fentanyl. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a little bit, like if it is a metaphor, it's going to be lost on people, I think. I don't think it's going to have the impact that we really think. And I question, like, we already live in a violent culture. We live in a country where there's more guns than people right now. And I just think, do we need to have another, being exposed again to this idea of drowning our enemies? It's like, don't we get enough of that? The other line that I think is a little bit even more telling that we have to maybe consider is the line that says, my praise is a weapon. And kind of the same idea. Mercy's getting in the car right now, so I might, but anyway, it's kind of the same idea. The idea that if we have a praise as a weapon, if we go up to 100 people and we say, what is a weapon? I think in our gun culture, it's going to be a handgun. And I don't think people are going to get the metaphor, or it's going to land on our brains like neurologically a little bit different, because we tend to go to the literal first. And I think the idea of a weapon in our culture means a handgun or a rifle. I think if you ask people, I don't think people are going to go to more of the biblical idea of a sword, which is archetypically, it has a lot of symbolism behind it, whether it's a family crest, whether it's the flaming sword of the Garden of Eden. I mean, there's a ton of symbolism between swords that can be a little more appropriate metaphor for us than the term weapon. So those are just a couple of things that I think we have to really be careful with what we present, because I think if you understand neurologically and psychologically how these symbols are used, that I think they actually might not have the same effect that we think. And I think that my gut was telling me, that song's got to go. but anyway, all right. Thank you for listening.